Me. Hey there, welcome to Xbox On. It has been quite the year for Xbox with a whole host of big game releases, but there have also been some amazing announcements throughout the year too. So we felt it was only right to have a look back at some of the best Xbox moments of 2018, just in case you missed them. The Adaptive Controller released this summer, and it was a huge step in helping to make gaming accessible to everyone who might have difficulty using a standard Xbox controller. The box itself is an awesome nod to what they're trying to do with this piece of kit. All of it is cardboard and easy to open with intuitive tabs rather than plastic ties and difficult to open bags. The controller looks like a slim white box with two large discs on the front. These are actually the A and B buttons, and along the top edge there are input jacks for each and every button you'd find on a standard controller. This gives you an insane amount of options for configuring a controller that works for anybody. You can buy foot motion controllers, large button switches, foot buttons, joysticks, and more. Xbox have also partnered with Quad Stick to help make solutions for quadriplegics and RAM mounts so that the controller can be mounted to wheelchairs and other seating aids. This winter, an adorable advert released for the adaptive controller with the tagline, "When everybody plays, we all win," which perfectly sums up why this piece of kit is one of the coolest Xbox achievements of 2018. It even got placed in the Victoria and Albert Museum for being a landmark moment in inclusivity in gaming. Heck yeah. Back in the summer, it was announced that official keyboard and mouse support would be coming to Xbox One, and in November, it started rolling out with Fortnite and Warframe being the first adopters to this update. You could previously use external hardware to make a mouse and keyboard input viable, but it was not officially supported by the games, and it created an unfair advantage for people who'd be competing against players with a controller. No fun for anybody. With the new official support, developers have the choice to make the option available to players, alongside tools to make the gameplay fair, like for example dedicated servers for keyboard and mouse players. Epic Games have gone all in with Fortnite, offering full keyboard remapping and placing you on servers with PC players. Using a controller puts you into a lobby with controller-only players, and vice versa. And no, you can't cheat the system by plugging in a keyboard once you're in the lobby. Alternative inputs are disabled once you've joined a server. If one friend uses a controller and you use a mouse and keyboard, you'll be put into cross-platform lobbies with teams that have the same setup. Again, this depends entirely on the developer for each game, so if you'd like to see support added for your favourite game, ask the devs directly. Another exciting development is that Razer are creating a range of mechanical keyboards and mice specifically for Xbox, including wireless versions so you can get rid of all those pesky cables. These exclusive Xbox Razer products will be released sometime in early 2019. Just this week, Razer announced the Razer Turret system, which would be a keyboard with a mouse mat attached that pulls out on the side so you can play with your keyboard and mouse on your sofa. All in all, it's an awesome development that makes us even more excited about the future of gaming with Xbox. I remember making my first avatar in 2010, so you can imagine my excitement when in October this year, the brand new avatar creation app was launched. The avatars kept their distinct style, but had a nice visual update, and now comparing the two makes the old ones look a bit like a lump of plasticine. A cute, nostalgic lump of plasticine. The new avatars give you a lot more creative control. You can have two-tone hair and loads of styles of glasses, and even a prosthetic limb if you'd like. There are tons more options for body types and sizes, and new colour pickers that give you access to basically any colour imaginable, with fine control over hue, saturation and lightness. There's a new photo booth to make yourself a spicy new gamer pick, and if you aren't so sure about the new avatars, you can keep your old one. You're not forced into updating it. Now all we need is some new games to show off all the avatars in. Doritos Crash Course 3, please? This year, the brand new white Elite controller released, and it is a beauty. The Elite controller is one of my favourite things to come to Xbox, and the white Elite is just perfect in every way. It's stain-proof because, oi, you need it to be. The grips feel slightly different to the black Elite too, but it functions exactly the same. 4 customizable paddles, removable thumbsticks with taller and domed options, remappable buttons, and even a hair trigger option. The new Elite isn't the only awesome controller released this year. The Phantom Black is an awesome throwback to a time where see-through controllers were all the rage, with a transparent body and a grey to silver ombre. It's a gorgeous one for the collection. Sea of Thieves released earlier this year and came with one of the coolest controllers I've personally seen. Purple and green, pirate-themed with a compass and even a gold-tooth trigger, not to mention it being glow-in-the-dark. There's also the Recon Tech with military-inspired decal and rubberized grips, the red and black metallic volcano shadow, and so many more. Combined with the Design Lab opening up more colour and customizability options this year, it's been a great year to show your character through your hardware, and to stop siblings from pinching it, because they can literally have your name on it. One of the biggest gaming events of the year is always E3, a 3-day-long extravaganza of gaming held in Los Angeles. And one of the main attractions is the huge conferences that big industry names hold before the event opens, where they showcase everything they've got to offer coming up. Xbox's event was a massive explosion of hype, showing off updates to first-party titles like Sea of Thieves and teasing the new Halo Infinite game, alongside giving us a sneak peek of other huge AAA releases coming in 2019, like Cyberpunk 2077 and Anthem. The show was incredible. There was one point during the Forza reveal that autumn leaves started tumbling down from the ceiling and falling on the audience, and it all made it feel just that much more cozy and immersive. Microsoft also made a future commitment to developing great games with their acquisition of a number of great development studios. This includes Ninja Theory, who developed the hit Hellblade, Forza Horizon developer Playground Games, who already developed for Xbox but have made the partnership more permanent, Compulsion Games, who made We Happy Few, Undead Labs, and The Initiative to round it up. This means awesome things are coming in the future for Xbox fans. With such a strong community base already built, there can never be enough awesome first-party titles to add to the Xbox lineup. Forza Horizon 4 released in October to a whole rack of awards, and for good reason. Horizon 4 is a stunning racing game set in historic Britain. One of those games you see a screenshot from and do a double, triple, quadruple take, wondering if it's real. It's a hybrid of a casual and hardcore racing game, but you don't have to try hard if you don't want to. You can find a ridiculous car in a barn, like the Peel P50 for example, and stick a Pikachu decal on there before souping it up hilariously so it beats every other car in a drag race but spins out at the slightest directional change. Personal experience, it was really fun. You can go off-roading through the lush British countryside, take part in race events or world events like Forzathons, or maybe just take in the scenery on a nice Sunday drive. Horizon 4 introduced seasons, where every week brings around a new season, and with it new races, barn finds and events to take part in. There was a huge launch event in Goodwood, which we were fortunate enough to take part in, where some of the more iconic moments were recreated, like a race between a hovercraft and a raptor, and the game won multiple awards, including a Gamescom award for Best Racing Game. Playground Games did an incredible job with this Xbox first-party title, which managed to win over racing and non-racing game fans alike, and continues to raise the bar with awesome DLC dropping all the time, like the recently released Fortune Island. For those not familiar, XO18 was a huge FanFest extravaganza, a celebration of all things Xbox that took place this year in Mexico on November the 10th. It was an awesome chance for Xbox fans in Mexico to get up close and personal with everything Xbox, and the event itself hosts a huge show that's live streamed across the world and contains announcements and news about all the good stuff Xbox is coming up in the future. Kinda like a mini E3. At XO18, Xbox announced even more studio acquisitions, including Obsidian and In Exile, and a bunch more games added to Game Pass, like the smash hit PUBG, Hellblade, and more. A new game mode for Sea of Thieves called the Arena that offers a more thrilling PvP experience was revealed, plus announcements that a whole bunch of Final Fantasy games are finally coming to Xbox One, alongside backwards compatibility for some of the older games. There was news about Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and Devil May Cry 5, infos about updates to Minecraft, insider details about the Forza Horizon DLC, and more! This is also where Xbox announced the keyboard and mouse supports coming to 14 different titles like Warframe, Daisy, Deep Rock Galactic, and the aforementioned Fortnite. It was generally just a lot of awesome, packaged into an awesome box filled with awesome Xbox. I think that just about sums it up. Back in September, we announced the new Xbox On team. Xbox On is the place to find all the fun, social, YouTube, and streamy goodness produced by Xbox UK. The official home for news updates, game info, tips and tricks, and more. Myself, Benny, Sam, and Charleyy have all been working together for the last few months to help create fun and informative content here on YouTube, and also over on our Mixer channel. We stream on Mixer every weekday with loads of different games, from the ever-popular Fortnite to idea Xbox games like Overcooked, big new releases like Blackout, and first-party titles like Forza and Sea of Thieves. We have tons of fun and we love chatting to you guys while we do it. Whether it's Benny and Sam tryharding to the max, or myself and Charleyy laughing at creating human bouncy balls in Just Cause 4, if you're after a bit of fun, or maybe just some light-hearted background noise during a boring workday, we'd love for you to come hang out with us. Come find us sometime if you haven't already over on mixer.com/XboxOn. This year, the backwards compatibility lineup was improved once again, particularly with one title everyone had been begging for the last 5 years, Modern Warfare 2. It became back compat this summer and joined a whole range of titles like the Crysis series, all of the Assassin's Creed games, Banjo-Kazooie, all the Halos, and many, many more. The beauty of back compat is that if you already own the game, you can slot compatible Xbox 360 and OG Xbox discs into your One and play the game at no extra cost. Some of the game, like the original Assassin's Creed, are actually enhanced for the Xbox One X too, meaning there's improved resolution and better frame rates and performance, so you can play all those old games you kept hold of and have fun with all of them in 2018. So those are a few of our favourite memorable Xbox moments from this year. There have been so many things to celebrate, and it could only get better from here. We can't wait to see what 2019 holds. Thank you so much for watching for the whole year. Leave us a like and a sub if you're new. Comment below if you enjoyed. Enjoy your holiday season, and we'll see you next time. Bye!